So news just broke that the Baltimore Ravens have signed Jaire Alexander. Came out from Adam Schefter, who said about 10 minutes ago, former Packers cornerback Jaire Alexander signed a 1-year, $6 million deal with the Ravens. He turned down more to be in Baltimore with his former college teammate, Lamar Jackson. So first off, I am shocked that it's that cheap, a 1-year, $6 million deal. I knew he'd get less money than he previously made with the Packers because of his injury history and injury concern, but only $6 million, I'm pretty surprised about that. I think it's a steal if you're the Ravens, because if Jaire Alexander stays healthy, I mean, this is easily going to pay for itself if you're the Ravens. And more came out about the deal from Adam Schefter. He said, deal breakdown, it's a 1-year, $4 million deal with Jaire Alexander having the ability to earn $2 million more in incentives, $6 million max value. So that's pretty crazy. $4 million deal, $2 million in incentives. It really makes me wonder what in the world the Packers offered Jaire, because I feel like they should have offered more than that in my mind. I would assume that's not the case if he was willing to leave Green Bay and go take this kind of deal. We don't exactly know what the Packers offered him. We do know that it was some kind of incentive-heavy deal, it seemed, and that it would make him a free agent after 2025. And part of me thought that maybe Jaire could get like a 2-year deal somewhere else, and maybe that would be, give him some more long-term security, because he is, getting closer and closer to 30 years old. I think he's still 28. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. And so a 1-year, $4 million deal, I mean, if he doesn't end up playing, it doesn't really hurt you a lot if you're the Ravens. But with him, if he comes in and can stay healthy for 12, 13 games and is healthy during the postseason, I mean, this is probably one of the best signings of all offseason in my mind. Now, of course, there is the risk of his injury history, but you lose, $4 million if he doesn't play, and so that's not a massive loss if you're the Baltimore Ravens. And so this makes this Ravens secondary pretty scary. You have Nate Wiggins, 2024 first-round pick, who was really good last year. You have Marlon Humphrey, who now could potentially, primarily play in the slot. He played in the slot a lot last year. So this is a very, very good corner room now. And so Jaire gets to go and join his former college teammate, Lamar Jackson. And as a Packers fan, it's unfortunate to see Jaire go. I thought that with the Packers not drafting a corner early, that, when it comes to trying to win a Super Bowl, it made sense to me just to keep Jaire. I know he could have dealt with some injuries. He could have missed time. But in the scenario that he comes back and he stays healthy, the Packers team would no doubt be much better with Jaire out there. They were much better last year with Jaire on the field. It's not a surprise. He's still a very solid cornerback. And if he stays healthy, I think he'll still be one of the better cornerbacks in the NFL. So the Ravens got a massive steal, and I really do wonder what the exact offer was the Packers offered Jaire, because I think it would be unfortunate if they didn't offer him more than a 1-year, $4 million deal, in my mind. So I think the Packers should have offered him more. If they didn't offer him at least this amount, I think it would be unfortunate. So maybe just the Packers and Jaire were just ready to call it quits. It seemed like a lot of reporting throughout the offseason that the Packers were ready to move on from Jaire, and maybe there was just no deal that was going to get done that both sides felt totally fine with. Maybe the Packers just felt that it was time to cut ties because they were so uncertain about his injury history. And I feel like if you're a team that hasn't dealt with, a player dealing with injuries, there's, less concern, because you think, okay, if they come in and can stay healthy, then they'll play great. But if, let's say, he stays in Green Bay, it seemed like the Packers were frustrated with him getting injured consistently, just because, obviously you'd like to have him out there. But if you're the Ravens now, you just got a massive steal in my mind. And if it goes south, it's not that bad of a loss. And if it goes well, I think you really, get a lot for the money you're spending there. So if you want more Packers content, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.